Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Manorino. It is still Tuesday. Lovely. Tuesdays are always lovely. Why? I have no idea, just making it up. Every day above ground is a good day. Okay, let's talk, you and me. I know I'm a little out there. So yes, Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. People, let's just take a moment to, I don't know. What do you feel like doing right now? Anything in particular? How about this? Today, this stock market put on nice gains across the board. It certainly appears, people, it certainly appears that for now, okay, the emergency action by the European Central Bank and the unconditional whatever the Federal Reserve is doing right now to stabilize the debt market has, for now, given the stock market some confidence, and there are buyers here. So stocks did have a good day. 10-year yield, people, despite the fact that we know what's going on, is creeping higher. Nothing major, no like 10 basis point jumps, 30, 40, 50 over several trading days. No, nothing major going on. So to me, again, what these central banks are doing, none more so than the Federal Reserve, is hoping to get cash back into the stock market by stabilizing the debt market, by not allowing it to fragment like it was. Absolutely. Okay. With that said, we need to see where this is going to go. Understand, there's no free lunch on Wall Street or anywhere else. What you're seeing right now, this unprecedented action by central banks, is massively, massively inflationary. Not only is it inflationary, it's exacerbating the underlying problem. You all know this, a hyperbubble in debt. This cash has to come from somewhere, and that printer goes burr. Okay, that's what they are doing. They are creating cash out of thin air to get in here and buy debt, stabilize the debt market, period. The end. On top of the New World Order economic model. Crisis to crisis to crisis. Fear, distractions, propaganda, whatever they got to do to keep this going. Is it going to last? Does this mean that the bottom is in for the stock market? Who knows? We need to keep our eyes again on the debt market. Let's see what happens here. It's a pretty big animal and an extraordinary amount of effort. Again, emergency, according to the ECB. The Fed's willing to do anything right now, unconventional measures to keep stability here in the debt market. It's costing more money than you can imagine to do this. Speaking about that, I just finished an interview just a little while ago with Jack Gamble, Nobody Special Finance. Let me tell you something. This is a special guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place a link to Jack's channel, again, Nobody Special Finance, in the description of this video. This interview that we just did today, you're going to want to see it. So what I'm going to ask you to do, again, description of this video is a link to Jack's channel here. Click on that. Click that subscribe button. Let's give this guy some love, okay? He is a smart guy. He's trying to help you. And I can't see a reason why we can't help this guy's channel grow. Let's do that. I'm counting on all of you to do it. All of you to do it. So sub to Jack's channel. Again, link in the description of this video. And you will see the interview that I just did. I believe it's coming out tomorrow, and you're not going to want to miss it. Okay, so with that said, and we covered a lot of this stuff with central banks, what they're doing here, and a whole bunch of other things here. So as I said, the market, understand, runs off of the belief that things are going to just continue functioning. Now, it's a confidence game. That's all it is. Now the market seems to have gained some confidence, you get the word, that the Fed is going to keep pumping the debt market, keeping rates suppressed, making sure there isn't a fragmentation here in the debt market. And this, gauging from what we saw today, got some buyers back into the market. Energy took off. The energy sector took off. Financial sector took off today. I mean, with these two things, you know how this works. The market should go higher. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bottom. I am not in that business. Okay, if you're in that business, good for you. But let's see how it plays out, gauging by watching what the 10-year yield is doing and obviously following risk in this market. Okay, how do we follow risk? Check the MMRI, okay? Right on my website, traderschoice.net. It's free for everybody, along with the chat room and everything else. I hope you're taking advantage of it. Okay, so on the back of the market rallying today, I already explained to you, 10-year yield moved higher, nothing dramatic, higher nonetheless. Dollar weakened, crude oil did well, gold and silver relatively flat, Bitcoin still around just below 21,000. Is this a bottom in Bitcoin? Everyone keeps asking. I have no idea. I don't think about bottoms and tops, people. You understand that? And the only reason why I got out of equities or stocks, I still own a commodity ETF. You all know that. I got out of this market, the stock market. I got out of the cryptos because I need to regroup. That's it, okay? The number one rule here of investing or trading or whatever is capital preservation. And I had to patch up a hole here, a couple of holes. Again, I have admitted clearly I have made some extremely bad calls here this year. This year has not been good for me. There's nothing wrong with a trader or an investor stepping back once in a while and evaluating the situation and try to figure out what's wrong, what he or she may be doing wrong. This happens all the time to investors and traders. Sometimes things just go awry. And the only way to fix it is to remove yourself from the situation and then regroup. And that's exactly the stage I am in right now. Okay. So with that said, we got some interesting economic news today, and this really shouldn't surprise you, I don't think, here. So we now have 4 straight months of pending home sales continuing to fall. I don't believe there is an end in sight here. Meanwhile, prices continue to skyrocket. Okay, if you did check out Chuck Barone's channel, I know a lot of you have, he discussed the last video, I believe. He even showed you some headlines where people are marking down their homes, trying to sell them, I guess, a little quicker here. People are used to this. Look, this is what people want. They want action, and they want it right now. People are no longer patient. Ask Chuck, hashtag ask Chuck. Good guy to ask. This environment where people are selling houses within a day or two or a week is very unusual. If you go back to a normal market, it took months, many months, to sell houses in the past. So, you got to look at a lot of elements to everything. Look, I am no expert here with regard to real estate. That is, in fact, Chuck's department. So you want to hashtag ask Chuck, okay? Anyway. So with that said, people, look, I don't think it's any freaking secret at all that we are in an economic free fall. An economic free fall, and there is no end in sight whatsoever. You can count on this environment of inflation to continue to surge higher. You remember a few weeks ago, every single freak show, dog shit, cat shit, bird shit, propaganda ministry, mainstream channel. Oh, it's peaking. Inflation is peaking. Look at the chart. Look at the chart. It's peaking. You see, they were trying to call a top. Anyone that's in that business, again, calling tops and/or bottoms, is in a losing situation 99% of the time. The lie of this being transitory is going to miraculously go away. The lie about this peaking. Oh, yeah, everything's going to be fine. You don't hear about it anymore because it's a lie. Now they're working on the next lie, okay? And it's already being propagated. Oh, yeah, things aren't going to be as bad as you believe they are. Things are going to get a lot worse from here, and you must always be prepared for a worst-case scenario, people. Mentally, spiritually, with regard to your health, your family, your friends, building relationships, finances, obviously, you got to always have the high ground. And I think that's a big part of what this channel is all about, just stripping the whole freaking market and everything out of it, just understanding how important we are to each other, how we are each other's greatest resource. We need each other. Look back as far back as you want to go, at every prophet, every every person who said the same thing. It's a common theme, love each other, care about each other, be charitable. This wasn't just said by one prophet or another. It was pretty much said by all of them. It's pretty much a universally accepted state of how affairs should be. You understand? But no, remember what their agenda is to keep you divided. The agenda of those that are trying to control your mind. And they have done a very good job of this. Keep you divided. Keep us divided by any mechanism possible. Keep you in a state of fear, not knowing what's real and what's not. Try to convince you that what you're seeing with your own eyes is not real. That's what they do. It's a mechanism that has worked since time immemorial. But listen to the wise men of ages who have said, we need each other. We need to love each other. We need to come together. Many of these people have made their mark on history. Some entire religions have been based around them. Not just one, but a lot. And there's a reason for it. Anyway, all right, people, look, you got the picture here. Understand what you're looking at. We have central banks yet again rigging the largest part of this market, which has now, it appears at least in the short run, given the market some kind of confidence. Okay, it's a con job. It's a con job. And the game continues to go on at the expense of everybody else. Central banks doing what they're doing is guaranteeing much higher inflation. As long as that stock market goes up and they're trying to get more people in here, as long as they stabilize that debt market and prove to the market, hey, don't worry, we got your back. We're going to keep rates suppressed. We're going to make sure that the debt market doesn't fragment or break up or implode. Okay, we're going to make sure that happens. So they're instilling confidence into the market, and you're going to see what you saw today until you don't. Okay, and we're going to continue to watch that 10-year yield because I still firmly believe that a meltdown is going to occur, and it's only going to be worse because these central banks, all they're doing is making the underlying problem worse. The issue is a debt bubble, and they continue to pile more debt on it. They're trying to fix a debt issue, a debt crisis, by adding more debt to it. It's like trying to save a drowning man by pouring more water on him. You understand? I hope you do. All right, people, look, that's it. Again, do this guy a favor, and it'll help Jack out, and it'll help you out. Subscribe to Jack's channel, okay? Jack Gamble, nobody special finance. He is special, okay? At least in this guy's view, and I hope yours too. Link in the description of this video. I really hope, I got a lot of people that follow this blog, and if I ask for a favor once in a while, I hope you'll do me that favor, okay? And that is right now, one favor I'm asking you today, okay? Subscribe to Jack's channel. Let's get this guy out here. Let's give him some love, okay? We got to love each other. We got to care about each other. Be charitable. Well, this is your opportunity. Every day you're presented with an opportunity. Here's one for you. Will you act on it, or are you just going to let it pass you by? Let's see. I will check Jack's subs later. And again, when you subscribe to his channel, you'll see me tomorrow. That interview we did, he's going to interview Chuck too, I think next week. So don't miss this stuff. You understand? All right? Again, link in the description of this video. Click on it. Click on it right now. I'm going to end this video, so just click it. Go ahead, click it. There you go. Love you a lot. I'll see you tomorrow morning. It's going to be beautiful.